guys, I'm back today for another skincare related video, and this time I'm going to be doing a live demo and review of two different micellar waters. Now, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope you will join me and hit that subscribe button. You may also find me on Instagram and Twitter, and yeah, look around, check out my videos, and hopefully you'll see some stuff you like. Okay, so with today's video, I wanted to compare Simple Micellar Water versus Bioderma. Now, if you have seen my evening skincare routine video, I talk about this a lot. I have used this product for quite a long time, and I never actually upgraded to the Bioderma because I was like, it's a micellar water, how different can it be? But people really kept recommending the Bioderma, so I really wanted to give this a try. I picked up this tiny little baby Bioderma when I was in Paris recently. I had a vlog about that if you're curious to see. But yeah, I have more of this Paris skincare haul to share at some point. Anyway, so I do have now two of these to compare side by side, and I'm really excited to do that today. Now, I normally would not be wearing this much makeup. I figure it's, a good look that I could test this with, since you want to test its makeup removing properties. What I have on is, again, my usual kind of light foundation situation. I don't do a lot of foundation, so sorry if that's what you're particularly interested in terms of, foundation removal. But I do have on some mascara. I have on the Lancome Monsieur Big on top of a primer. I also have on this matte MAC lipstick, and then my usual blush, eyebrows, some eyeshadow, etc. So that's what I have on my face. Now let's see how these go side by side. I will be using for my little test today these cotton pads from the Japanese dollar store Daiso. If you don't have a Daiso near you, you can definitely go pick up some some Shiseido cotton pads from Sephora. They won't be as cheap as the Daiso, but they are going to be just a little bit nicer, so don't feel like you've missed out by not having a Daiso near you. These are not going to be available, the Daiso ones anyway, aren't really available online, so yeah, definitely would just go get some Shiseido ones from Sephora. Okay, so I will be doing my left side with the Bioderma and then my right side with the Simple. So I'm just gonna saturate my little cotton pads now. Let me see, just wanna make sure that they're thoroughly saturated. Okay, so this one has a good, good amount on here. It's definitely in what I would normally use with my Simple Micellar. And then with this, and we're ready to go. Okay, so again, this is Bioderma, this is Simple. I am trying to be as even as possible in my pressure on both sides of my face. So far, these are looking pretty identical. Right? I don't know, I'm not seeing too much of a difference in performance. Okay, you guys, that was that. I honestly did not notice that much of a difference using it with the amount of makeup that I had on. And yeah, I would have to say they performed very similarly. Just looking to see what remnants, I still have some in the corners of my eyes here. I mean, probably for as much makeup as I was wearing on my eyes, I would have probably used 2 cotton pads, so I'm not gonna, fault either of these for that. I mean, it seems like both of them left a little bit of the lipstick still on my lips. I mean, honestly, they performed really, really similarly. So I think for this, my verdict is that you don't really have to spend the extra money on the Bioderma. I think the Simple works just as well. That being said, the Simple has a very distinct smell, and the Bioderma feels like water. It is really pleasant to use. This one has a little bit more of a like that micellar kind of slightly greasy texture, if you know what I'm talking about, whereas the Bioderma really feels like water. So in that way, I would say the Simple is a little bit less sophisticated of a product. However, but in terms of performance, if that's all you're after, I would say these are not that dissimilar, as you can see. I don't know, that was like very much kind of identical side by side. So in summary, these two are really very much identical in terms of performance. This one again is a little bit less elegant to use because it has that scent and a slightly more greasy kind of feeling. This one is really pleasant. It has no scent that I can discern, and it really feels like water. In terms of price, this is going to be a lot cheaper here in the US than the Bioderma. However, if you are going to be going to Europe, or France in particular, you can get the big bottles for very low cost, comparable to what you'd be paying for Simple here in the US. So if you are traveling abroad, definitely pick up some Bioderma. But otherwise, if money is the more important thing to you for the similar performance, I would say, you know, stick with Simple. I think for me, I definitely like using this more. Like I said, it's more elegant, but I will be happily finishing off my bottle of Simple, and hopefully I'll be in Europe before I run out and pick up some more Bioderma. Okay guys, that is it. I hope you found this interesting. I don't know, micellar waters, right? Again, micellar waters are great for that first cleanse if you do a double cleanse and you want to remove makeup in that first cleanse. And as I've just demonstrated, both of these work great. So hopefully you found that useful, and don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!